My name is Mary Muntala, a committee member of Lao SME.
Okay.
And today we are very pleased to be here with you, Mr. Lim, the CEO of Nixon Laos, and also our VVIP for Lao SME.
Thank you.
So on behalf of Lao SME, we would like to thank you for having us today at your beautiful facilities.
Thank
So before we started, why don't we have you introduce yourself first?
Well, my name is Khiang. I'm a Malaysian. I'm fondly known as CK in the Laos community. Friends always call me CK. I have since joined this company 2014. I have started coming into this automotive industry since 1999. I started off my career in Malaysia, moved on to Vietnam before I come to Laos. So it's a beautiful country. I've since fallen in love with this country ever since I come here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are so lucky to have you here.
Right.
And next, we would like to hear more about your company, your service and product that you provide or offer in Laos.
Well, to make it simple, Tanjong Group has been founded back in as early as 1950. It's only incorporated in Malaysia 1972.
Wow.
We have a long history working with Nissan, so we are very synonymous with Nissan. But Tanjong Group is not only in Nissan. We are actually in the assembly and marketing of auto vehicles, as well as spare parts. We're also into the business of insurance, leasing services, consumer products, heavy machinery, and trucks as well. So after that, we have our business core stabilized in Malaysia. We also venture into CLMV countries, which is Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and Myanmar. We have our assembly plant in Vietnam and Myanmar. As for Laos and Cambodia, we are only having a distributorship under the contract with Nissan.
Oh, wow, that's very large scale and very big group. And we are happy that you select Laos as one of your destination. Yes. And next, we would like to know more about your mission and vision that you would like to see or achieve in Laos.
We looking at the group vision, we want to be a global player, not only in automotive. Of course, automotive will be our core business, but having a presence in Laos is conforming to our group strategic business planning. We want to have a presence in this region. So Laos is one of the stations only. So we want to have a presence in Laos representing Tanjong Group. Our business operation, yes, we will still set a priority to contributing back the benefit to the community and to the people that we serve to the country while we are operating our business here.
That's very beautiful. Thank you
very much.
Thank you. And I think as we all or most of us have faced like a normal challenge or setback from the COVID-19 pandemic. Like, what about your company? Have you faced or encountered any challenge? And if yes, how do you overcome that challenges?
I think there is no exception to anyone under the pandemic crisis. No one is going to escape from challenges or difficulties during this crisis. So Tanjong Motor Group is no exception. We also subject to a lot of challenges in terms of, especially when the government announcing the lockdown, limiting the social movements, mobility. So being in the business of retails with a showroom, with people high contact, it definitely caused our business to go into a very bad shape. So this is a big challenge. I believe in other companies that run into retail is also facing the same problems. So we have since embarking into digitalization of our business model. So with the digitalization efforts, we can still actively communicate and stay in touch with our customers and the community while we are still running on the business and continue to see the positive feedback from our customers, and we can continue to do the business even though during the pandemic is going on, even though the government has limited the society activities. So I can see that a shift or a change of business model into digital platform is very important, especially during this time.
I see. It's good that like you adapt yourself. At the same time, you also navigate the customer how to integrate themselves into digitalization.
Yes, precisely.
That's very beautiful success story, by the way. And I think we have received some information about your company, and I'm sure that many entrepreneurs in Laos, especially in Lao SME, we would like to get your wisdom or your final word that can give us some inspiration to ignite the fire in us, how to move forward, like even during or after pandemic.
I would say that I wouldn't say I want to give advice, or I wouldn't say I want to inspire people. I'm not sure whether I'm capable to do that. But let's say we're just sharing our view, our experience. Okay. Basically, there are 3 tips. The number one that, as I mentioned before, we need to relook into the providing a channel, a platform for peer support to our SME players in Laos. I think the pandemic has strained us in many ways, psychologically and physically.
Right.
We are exhausted, we are overwhelmed, we are losing hope, managing this volatility from time to time. So it is important that we have a peer support to these people, to this community who are struggling during this time. I think Lao SME has fit into this role perfectly. It is a good platform to exchange experience, exchange these ideas during this volatility. And I can only say that this is a channel that keeps them motivated, and do not lose focus of the future opportunity that is going to have after the pandemic. Because the pandemic, yes, is still happening, but it is going to end. No one can tell when it's going to end, but it will end. After the ending of this pandemic, are we prepared? Are they prepared? Lao SME has a very important role to play. That's number one. Number two, I think we have to be prepared in looking into our company cash flow from financial perspective. The way of doing business has to change. We do not need to spend lavishly. We need to look into optimizing our resources, our cash flow. How can we sustain during this time? We do not know how long it's going to end, how long it's going to last. But the most important thing is sustainability now. Cash flow is very important for the company. So looking into the restructuring of the loan, if you have a loan with the banks, is equally important, so that you can have a better cash flow to maneuver through this crisis. And also looking into the incentive provided by the government, or maybe like deferment of tax collection, that will help to improve the cash flow as well. That's tips number 2. Okay. Number 3, I think, just like I mentioned, you need to look at your business model, identify possible opportunity of additional revenue stream. There might be a new opportunity arises from this pandemic that it is closely synergized to your current business model. That could be one of the ideas. Or you need to change your business model, or maybe digitalize your business model. If your business model is offline, perhaps you should think of going into online. That would be another idea. So basically, these are 3 tips I can share with everybody today.
Thank you so much for that 3 important and achievable points. And I think with a very brief time, we have wrapped up our interview. And thank you so much
Thank you
again.
very much.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Khop Chai. Yes.